Hi again, YouTubers. So I was randomly yesterday sitting there and thought to myself, oh my gosh, I didn't do my, I guess it would be my December, January face of the month video. So I know it's a little late, but I decided to do it anyway. And it is freezing here on the East Coast. Absolutely freezing. Not snowing, but crazy, crazy cold temperatures. I have been, I don't know why, I've been in this brown, golden, shiny look lately. So I'm going to run through what I'm wearing on my face and what I have been doing pretty much every day for a while now. The first thing that I have been using is my Arbonne makeup primer. It looks like this. It's a clear primer. Reminds me similar to like a Smashbox feeling, but this one doesn't break me out. Smashbox does. So the foundation that I've been using just about every day is the Guerlain Pearl Extreme, the gold one. I have this in the color 3. This is what I've been using. Sometimes I use this without the primer. Sometimes I use it with the primer. It just depends on how much time I have. One of the keys to this, now I found a great trick for doing my foundation, and it's really just been giving me a flawless look, and I want to tell you guys about it kind of quickly. I take the foundation, I pump a little bit onto my finger, and I just dot a couple spots on my face. And then I take, this one is a MAC one. It is a MAC 190, a flat foundation brush, just a regular foundation brush, and I brush it onto my face and I brush it down. Then, as soon as I'm done that, I take my Sigma F80 brush. This is what it looks like. It's a flat-topped, really dense brush. It's the Sig Max line, and I buff it into my skin, like really buff it. I got this idea, I think it was Lola Marie 8 had mentioned that she puts her foundation on, I think she uses a flat brush, and then she used a 187 to do that, and I thought to myself, I almost always use my F80 for foundation, but I thought, oh, let me try it with this. And I kid you not, my foundation has stayed on longer. It is flawless. It doesn't move. It is just the best finish I've had. Absolutely loving it. Absolutely love these two things together with any foundation. I've tried it with 90% of the foundations I have. So, absolutely loving that. The next thing, let's think, is the Vichy Derma Blend Corrective Concealer in number 20. I use this just under my eyes. If I have some spots, I'll use it on the spots or whatever. Sorry, still have that cough. I tend to just put this on with my fingers. I put a tiny little dot. You need next to none of this. And I go down just right here in a little bit of a, kind of a point, but I don't go over to the edges of my eyes because that's where it'll settle into fine lines. So I kind of keep it right from the iris of my eye down and over into a V. But I like warming this. If I do use a concealer brush, I sometimes use a concealer brush. If I really have the time, I use the SS194. Well, it used to be the SS194. I'll have to pull out one of my new ones and see. And by the way, I'm going to go through, with the exception of this brush, this MAC Flat 190, I'm going to go through and do a blog sale coming up soon of my MAC brushes. I love my Sigma brushes. I really don't need my MAC brushes. I'm going to keep this one and one other because, well, some old 217s that are beat up. But I've just been... There's no reason. I love my Sigma brushes. I don't find any reason to keep the MAC ones anymore. So I'll put a link to my blog below. So if you're interested, not sure when that's going to happen. I've been crazy busy, but just wanted to mention that. The next thing I do after that is I actually take, this is an Origins brush. Gosh, it's so beat up. Powder foundation brush. This is what it looks like. For some reason, I just really like this brush, and I take my MAC Studio Fix powder in N5, and I only use it on my forehead and on my nose. That's it. And that really controls oil for me too. Then using the same brush, I take my Laura Mercier mineral powder in Real Sand. I just tap a little bit off, and then I use this lightly all over. It gives me a nice healthy glow, and it just sets those other liquids around my face. Let's see, next thing I go to is my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzing Powder. This is what the container looks like. Somebody told me that they got a different container. I'm not sure, I don't know enough about it. This is a really nice matte bronzer. It is not overly orange. It has no shimmer to it. It just gives you a nice healthy glow without... I find for me, bronzers that have shimmer in them tend to, throughout the day, make me look more oily. So, loving that. The next thing that I have been wearing, where are my blushes? Here we go. That I have been using the majority of the time for blush is Peachy Keen. It's this one right here. I absolutely love it. Oh, the bronzer, I use a Sigma large powder brush F20, and all I do is I put it in the hollows and I bring it up and then I bring it back down, and that's the only places I put bronzer. Guess I should move these things over. For blush, this is another reason. I have this one. I have another one too. I have a Sigma one, which is the F40, but my MAC one is so beat up and so stained, I wouldn't sell this to anybody. Gosh, I don't even know what the number is. The number's so gone on this. You know which one I'm talking about, this brush. And I take it right in my hollows and I just work the blush right below, like, I use it kind of at the apples and out, but I don't put it up near my eye, because the closer you put it to your eye, but I just kind of buff it in, kind of go around in circles and buff it in. But I am loving that brush. So, oops, dropping thing. Oh, gosh. One right after the other, dropping stuff. So that's the brush I use for that. And then I use the same brush actually, and I am loving this. It is the Dior Amber Diamond Highlight. This stuff is gorgeous. It doesn't look like anything, but I just tap the brush in it and I literally just put it right on my cheekbones. Like, I just love the look of this. It isn't shiny, it isn't oily, it isn't gross. It just has the most beautiful sheen to it. I've also used it as a highlight here, and it's great. Next thing, onto my eyes. I use my Michael Todd eyeshadow base every day. Every day. I love this stuff. I absolutely have to have it, and it's been great. And I've really been on this like bronzy kind of eye look, and I've also been using the Michael Todd Longwear Cream Shadow and Vacation Bronze. Here, I'll open it up. And I just use this on my lid and up into my crease. I just use my finger with it, but I love the result of it and just the look of how it goes. From there, I take... this is a Coastal Scents C415 Deluxe Sable Shader. I don't know, something about this brush, I just really like it. I like how dense it is. It doesn't move a whole lot. And I take, I'm pretty sure this is Brulee. Oh, no, see, I'm wrong. Glad I pulled that up. I take Bisque, and I put Bisque right on my lid. And then I actually have been using All That Glitters. My All That Glitters is pretty beat up looking. I can't even get it out. All That Glitters, I take All That Glitters and I then put that over it all the way up into my brow bone. And then I take Woodwinked. Maybe this isn't Woodwinked. Hold on. Oh crap, yeah, it's definitely Woodwinked. Thought it was Sable for a second, but it isn't. It's definitely Woodwinked. I take Woodwinked, which is this one right here, on a Sigma FE25, sorry, and I just use it in the crease, and I just really place it in the crease, and then I just kind of wipe the same brush off, and then I really blend with this. And I don't know why, it's just, I've really just liked this look lately. Then I tend to take my Milani Liquify brown liner, and I tightline I do my waterline. No, that is tightline, right? On my top line, and then, and the Woodwinked with the Coastal Scents brush, I also put it down on my lower lash line. And then I use this CoverGirl Perfect Blend Pencil Crayon. It isn't as dark as the Milani Liquify, and I use it for my bottom lash line, and I smudge it in with the smudger side of the pencil. And I really like the result I get. And then I use, I know this sounds like a lot, but this is just like if I'm doing all of my makeup. This isn't an every single day, but this is like my most go-to look of the month. I use the Maybelline Ultra Liner, which is waterproof, and this is the brown one. I've really been into a more brown look than black. I don't know why. And I just use this on my top line closest to my lashes. Then for eyebrows, gosh, this is a Kirkland brush. It has the spoolie at one end and then an angled brush at the other. And I use my Elizabeth Arden Fawn 02 Dual Perfection Brow Shaper and Eyeliner. This is what it looks like. It's kind of beat up as well, but I actually really like this. I use it a little bit damp, fill it in, and then I take the spoolie again and go through it and just kind of smooth it out, and I've really loved the look of that. For mascara, I use my, I should have left this out, Shu Uemura eyelash curler. It's my favorite. And my Flawless Bare Essentials, or no, Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Volumizing Mascara. Holy grail stuff, absolutely love it. Last part is lips. I have been using it's Coastal Scents lip pencils, and I love these. They are so easy to use, and just my two favorites are Mauve, which is what I've been using almost every day, and I love the natural one too. Fairly similar, but the Mauve is my favorite, and then the natural is my second favorite. Line my lips with the Mauve, and then I've been using Clinique's Black Honey. It's a lipstick that's also like a conditioner in it, and I put that on, just kind of let it sit and while I'm cleaning brushes and stuff. And then I've been loving this thing, and I'm gonna have to order more of these. It's the Michael Todd Cream Glaze in Sophie. It's really weird. It's like a liquid lipstick. It's not a gloss. It just goes on, it stays great. It has a really neat finish to it because it has a sheen, but not like a shiny, glossy sheen. And I just really am liking it, actually. I don't even know what it is about it. It has a kind of plasticky / coconut scent. It's kind of weird, but this stuff, I'm just loving it. I want to see what other colors they have as far as these, because it's like a liquid lipstick and it just has such great staying power. So that is my face of the month for the end of December, early January. Wore this for a lot of different like holiday quick things, and it just has a nice warm look to it without being like too bronzy summery. It just has like a warmth to it for these cold months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.